You get to see the results. Penn State is on pace to break the NCAA's all-time attendance record, and again, more than 105,000 were there at Beaver Stadium to watch the Nittany Lions battle Illinois, the defending Big Ten champions.
Mills play action fake. With time, Zach throws Casey Williams to the 30-yard line. From the eye, his flank goes in motion away from us. They pitch it to LJ near side. Turns up 30, 35. Mills long cap, short drop. Zach looks, throws far side. He's got Tony Johnson first down, 45.
In the late afternoon chill of the first Saturday in November, the Nittany Lions took the opening kickoff and warmed the crowd as their offense heated up and zipped down the field. Gerald Smith picked up 12 yards and a first down on a reverse as the entertaining Penn State offense showed off their diversity in the opening series. A shovel pass to Paul Jefferson moved the sticks again, setting up the first score of the game.
On the money, put down, the kick is up by Robbie Gold, and the kick is gone.
Joe Paterno's defense has been playing well, but they knew they faced quite a challenge in an Illinois team that came to Happy Valley with the top offense in the Big Ten.
From the eye, they'll give it to Harris on 3rd and 1, and he didn't get there. He did not get there. That Penn State defense makes an early statement.
Jimmy Kennedy and his crew had not allowed a touchdown in 2 games, and they continued to make a statement when Illinois got the ball a second time.
Back goes Ward, pressure, throws far side for Lloyd, incomplete. I think Haynes got a hand on that. They give it to Harris. Jimmy Kennedy right there to take him down for a loss at the 39-yard line. Back goes Ward, blitz by Cole. Sets up, throws downfield, no way, incomplete. Tremendous pressure by Capone and goals that time as Tommy Bradley shot 2 linebackers.
An Illinois punt pinned Penn State in at their own 3, but the Nittany Lion offense has been a team capable of gobbling up a lot of green all season. First, they worked hard to get out of the shadow of their own end zone. Then they proceeded with a plan to get into Illinois.
Motion away from us. We give it to LJ, left side, breaks the tackle 15 to the 20, LJ 25, 30, LJ 40, LJ 50, LJ to the 40, the 30, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown Larry Johnson as he goes 84 yards for a score and cracks the 1,000-yard mark in the process. Larry Johnson has just become the 9th runner in Penn State history to go over 1,000 yards in the season. He breaks 3 different tackles. This guy's trying to bring down Larry Johnson. One time he just kind of makes a little bit of a hesitation move. Here at the 50-yard line in, it's all the speed of Larry Johnson. Like I said, at over 225 pounds, and no defensive back on that field could catch him.
That's how LJ is 4th in the country in yards per carry. But Illinois is a rushing attack that averages nearly 200 yards a game. Yet, the Nittany Lions completely shut it down in the first half.
3rd down and 6 from midfield. Here comes Coles on the blitz. Ward gets away, steps up, swings it downfield, intercepted by Sean Mayer at the 40-yard line. Sean Mayer with his 4th interception of the season, created by tremendous pressure from Derek Cole. Sean Mayer reading the quarterback's eyes and driving underneath the receiver, and a good interception by Mayer.
Mayer had just won Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week honors and was back at it again. But it wasn't individual play, but great teamwork that had them off to a good start. When one unit stumbled, another picked them right up.
Joe Iorio snaps it on the money to David Royer. David kicks it out of there. A high. That's a great punt. Backing up as Wilson hits to the 5. Kicks to the right to the near side. That ball's just going to die on its own at the 2-yard line. You cannot kick it any better than that. A 53-yard punt by David Royer. They'll give it to Harris again, right side, and ripped down by Jimmy Kennedy and thrown back with help from Michael Haynes. But Kennedy on the initial said, "You are going nowhere, friend."
That was the theme the Penn State defense hammered home. They collapsed the running lanes and harassed quarterback Dustin Ward into misfires, allowing Illinois just 5 first downs in the half. As a matter of fact, Larry Johnson himself would have more yardage in the half than the entire Illinois team. And in the second quarter, the Lions were prowling again.
Here comes the blitz. Zach rolls left, sets, fires far side. Tony Johnson inside the 30 of our first down at the 27-yard line. But that's now the experience of the Zach Mills. Illinois came with the blitz. He took his time at the line of scrimmage. He read the blitz. He rolled out to his left away from the pressure, set up and threw the football downfield on third down. That's a quarterback with experience now, taking his time, reading that defense and the blitz, and taking advantage of it. Jefferson in front of LJ. Motion by Jefferson. Mills to LJ. To the 15, breaks a tackle, battles to the 10-yard line.
Robbie Gould's second field goal of the game made it 12-0, and anyone worried that the Nittany Lions might suffer a hangover after a close loss to Ohio State could set those fears aside. This Penn State team has been as resilient as any, channeling their energy to the enemy at hand.
Back goes Ward. Blitz by Stewart. Throws far side. Moorhead separated from the ball by Brian Scott and incomplete. This Penn State defense has gone 9.5 quarters without giving up a touchdown, and they have played fabulous football so far.
And that wasn't going to change. They were hitting hard, they were playing smart, and they were flying to the football. Illinois advanced past the 50-yard line just once in the half, penetrating no deeper than the Penn State 38. As the national TV audience was getting a good look at a Penn State defense that was dominating the game, while quarterback Zach Mills and his troops were intent on upping the lead.
Pitches it to LJ, 40, 45, 50, 45 of Illinois, where he trips up at the 43-yard line. Mills, drop play LJ, first down and more, to the 30, inside the 30 to the 27, fumbles the football, recovered by Tony Johnson.
Larry Johnson was actually down before that ball came loose, and he continued to rumble, taking advantage of another great performance by Penn State's offensive line. He would pile up 187 yards in the half, and the final minutes before the break, as dusk settled over Happy Valley, he had the Lions pawing at the end zone again.
They give it to LJ right side, to the 5, inside the 5, to the 3-yard line. Larry Johnson again, first and goal. And that offensive line, let's give the guys up front the credit. Iorio, McKelvey, Smith, Felder, and Nick doing the job with LJ, along with some wideouts and fullbacks. Second and goal to 1. Play action Mills, rolls left, Lukac wide open, touchdown.
With the power of an 8-cylinder and the efficiency of a 4, coordinator Fran Ganner's offense curved to an 18-0 lead, and it would not be jeopardized in the final minute, as the Nittany Lion defense fittingly ended the half. Illinois has never won a game at Beaver Stadium. Penn State's dominated the series, winning 9 of 11, and they were halfway to making it 10 out of 12. There was only one way to describe the Nittany Lion defense, which picked up right where it left off. Stingy, very stingy.
Ward, short drop, look, fires, incomplete. Penn State's defense forces another punt. Takes it, gives it to LJ up the middle, to the 30, and over the 30 to the 31-yard line. Eye wide out each way, 2nd and 6. LJ again, 30, 35, tripped up at the 37.
Larry Johnson got the call on Penn State's first 3 plays of the second half and showed once again why college football analyst Lee Corso calls him the top all-around running back in the country.
Play action, they now flip it over to LJ, 40, 45, midfield, LJ, 40, 35, 30, LJ inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. 21st time that a Penn State runner has cracked the 200-yard barrier, and LJ's now done it twice in 3 weeks. Arm tackles won't bring him down. Try to bring him down around the ankles. He ran through that tackle as well. He has broken 4 tackles today in this football game early in the 3rd quarter than any running back I've seen in a long time. He is so strong from the waist down. People are bouncing off of him.
All that work in the weight room makes LJ tough to tackle, and it certainly paid dividends for a Penn State defense that showed no signs of wilting in the second half against an Illinois offense that switched quarterbacks in the hopes of providing a spark.
Future gives it to Harris right side, cuts it up, and down he goes. Michael Haynes made the stop. Future short drop, throws over the middle, complete first down. Harrell tattoos him at the 46-yard line. Future to Harris left side, breaks the tackle, bottled up and thrown for a loss back at the 44-yard line. This defensive linemen for Penn State are taking turns right now, making plays in the backfield.
The Nittany Lion defense had Illinois so frustrated that when they finally got into Penn State territory, they felt compelled to go for it even on fourth down.
Fourth down and 7. They need the Penn State 36 to keep it alive. McClellan in motion toward us. Future back to pass. Here comes the blitz. He throws. Incomplete. Belted by Michael Haynes. That offensive line is being dominated right now by that Penn State defense.
That Penn State defense would be right back out on the field after a fumble, but they strapped them back on and went right back to work. Michael Haynes, the Big Ten leader in sacks, combined with Derek Tolles for another one. Illinois had been averaging well over 400 yards of offense a game, but Penn State had them moving backwards.
Back goes Future. Screen pass, Harris. Bronson reads it perfectly and throws it for a loss back at the 34-yard line. Pitch to LJ. From the reverse to Gerald Smith. 5, 10, 15, 20, over the 20 to the 22.
Penn State hadn't put any points on the board in the second half, but they continued to move the ball and were glad to eat minutes off of the clock. Bryant Johnson became only the 6th player in school history to catch 100 passes in his career. And this one helped set up another Nittany Lion milestone.
Short side pitch, LJ. The record and more inside the Illinois territory at the 49-yard line. Now with 261 yards rushing on the day.
Larry Johnson broke his own record. It lasted just 2 weeks as he would finish with 279 yards rushing, nearly 4 times what the Penn State defense allowed. And they weren't bad against the pass either.
Future 10 of 15, 72 yards. Here's his 16th attempt toward the end zone. Knocked away by Brian Scott on a fabulous defensive play. Incomplete. Brian Scott gets his right hand out in man-to-man bump-and-run coverage and does a great job of looking back at a football and knocking the ball away with his right hand.
And finally, after 11 and a half quarters of not allowing a touchdown, Illinois threatened Penn State's goal line. John Butcher found Aaron Moorhead to the 4-yard line, and the Fighting Illini had a 1st and goal.
Everyone in sight. Play action Butcher, back of the end zone, touchdown Illinois.
In the late minutes of the 4th quarter, Illinois started to move again. John Butcher passed on 9 straight plays and got Illinois as close as the Nittany Lions' 10-yard line. Fittingly, the defense that had played so well for 3 straight games ended it with a turnover.
Butcher short drop, throws in the end zone for Moorhead. Deflected at the goal line. Penn State comes up with an interception, I do believe.
Jimmy Kennedy tipped the ball at the line, and Anwar Phillips came up with the interception. Penn State wins the 750th game in school history and becomes bowl eligible, climbing higher in the Big Ten standings and the major polls.